No, he said he was going to do this.
Oh, yeah? Oh, there you go. So, yeah, here we are at the Eatons Centre with Vlad, Mukesh, and all the other groups here, the people. We're going to go in and eat. We tried to eat just outside here to eat our food, but they said we couldn't eat while we're standing up. So I guess we're going to have to go in the seating area where they're asking for vaccinations at this point.
And make sure you behave, otherwise we're going to put you in a naughty corner, and then you get no food whatsoever. Okay, I have my own children. I'm not going to be treated as a child myself.
There you go.
So
let's see.
I see you guys
All right. There we go. There we go.
exemption.
Thank you. There's a big round one. Here they come, folks. Here they come.
So we are here with the Freedom Warriors.
Yeah, eating some food, and the security don't like it, but you know, sometimes you gotta eat. No.
So we're going to be eating our food that we bought here.
Yeah, so we bought our foods
Jody,
at the thing, and now they're trying to tell us
and
that
Jen.
we need a vaccination card or something to eat our
So
food.
we are eating.
Kind of weird. There we go. Oh boy, they're coming, they're coming.
Nobody's leaving, guys. We're going to be eating our food that we bought here.
So yeah, I'm gonna turn this around a little bit.
This is live streamed all around the world, so you better don't mess with us.
Everybody's looking at this one.
Mandate is not a law. Mandate is two men going on a date. Mandate is two men going on a date. Okay? Law is a law.
It's not a law.
Don't
There's
mess
a
with
law
us.
right there if you'd like to return them.
We bought food and we're going to be eating here.
Open as a public
It's public. It's public. We bought food here, we're going to be eating here.
We're going to eat our food here. Here's the laws you're breaking if you'd like to take a look at them.
Have a good day, sir. Stay healthy.
Thank you. Stay well.
That's how you do it.
You see what I'm saying?
Feel good about yourself?
You have any children, guys?
Is the Canada you want to live in? You gotta have
Call
a
the
vaccine
cops.
to
Call
sit
the
down?
cops. Let the cops tell you what the law is. Yeah, fantastic.
Cheers, everybody.
Make sure
Cheers
you
to
share, guys.
freedom!
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 Freedom.
Freedom.
Eatons Centre.
Yeah, share it up, man.
We're at the Eatons Centre.
Cops are coming. This might get interesting.
On the right side of the history, I am a free Canadian. Yes, I am, and all you guys are. You are all free Canadians.
Food at the food court. Here's a list of the
Eat some
laws.
food at the food court. See, now, Dermot here has all of the laws right in front
We
of him.
actually
Check
have
this
laws
out.
on us. If you guys want to be educated, you
Have
can
the
have some
laws
law.
here. I have a 50-page document here.
Yeah.
If you want to look at it, all the laws that are being violated. You got the Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act. You got the Occupational
That
Health and
stuff is
Safety Act. We've got Personal Information Protection Act. They have no right to ask you about your personal information, your medical history. You have the Charter of Rights, the Bill of Rights.
Kenny, the Premier of Alberta, there's a video literally of him saying, I don't know anything about vaccination papers, and by the way, it breaks Privacy Act. There's a literally recording of him saying it. Now, obviously, they have it, right? And obviously, he knew about it. But the point is, like, you literally have a Premier of Alberta stating the fact that it breaks privacy law to ask for private medical information. Like, let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what exactly does my medical status have to do with me having to eat a meal? I'm paying for a meal and peacefully eating it. Well, we're downtown Toronto. We're going to go through the process. Share it out. See what happens.
What a joke. This has nothing to do with health or safety. Okay?
Everything to do with
Gyms
control.
has nothing to do with health.
It's control. They're literally trying to attempt to create a two-tiered society in Canada.
Segregation. This is called segregation.
It's scary. It's really
Okay.
scary.
We're not going to be second-class citizens in free Canada.
Nobody has a right to tell me what to put in my body.
I know.
See, when I was a kid, my mama always told me to avoid those with needles.
Aiden,
You're
how's
trying to
it
put
going in
things
the
in your
States?
arms
Which
unless
state
you
are
could
you
know
in,
what it was
Again?
and
Aiden,
what it
which
would do.
state are you in?
Actually, mama never told me I could
Then
put
we got
needles in
all
my
the
arm.
guys.
Right, that's what we're trying to,
Freedom is essential, and we are all essential.
trying to assert our rights so that everyone else doesn't
Most
have to
exciting
put
dinner I've had in a while, you know?
Okay, so guys, I'm in Toronto, South Carolina. Aiden, how's South Carolina doing, man?
Yeah, how
With
you guys
mandates and
doing?
everything.
Where y'all at, man?
Freedom is mandatory. I love
Hey,
it. Freedom is
if
mandatory.
you think
want
that
some
we shouldn't
mandates,
have to have a
freedom.
piece of paper that tells others what our medical
This
status
the
is in
phrase,
order to
this
eat
is
food,
a mandate. No, mandate is
you
when
might
go
want to
down.
just
I'm sorry.
make a comment here and
I don't
discuss
mess
with
with
those who think it's okay
And if you do, it's
that
fine.
we have to
It's
get
no
freaking
judgment.
mandated,
But
that people are going to
it's
put
good
drugs
to
in
break
our
the
face
ice. Thank
or
you,
in
man.
our body,
Thank you, guys.
while, you know, just when we got something to
Yeah,
eat. So
I-
we'll see what happens. I think the cops are on their way. Share it out, bud.
So here's a list of the laws.
Yeah, bro.
See it here?
Aiden, get back to me. Let's organize resistance all across the world, man. We have to unite.
Explaining all the laws.
I want everybody to go to your restaurant and just sit down with friends and eat. Freedom for listening.
So what we were doing today is we went down to Nathan Phillips Square. We're starting an initiative that on every Wednesday at 1 o'clock you're to go to your local city hall. Oh, the head security's coming. Here we go. Yeah. Bring along.
You cannot touch us, okay?
There we go.
We can sue you for harassment, so you better call the cops.
The thing is, they must not have a lot of crime around here.
We're trying to. A little hard to enjoy it when you got 3/4 of
It's a nice intimidation factor that you have there. Don't tell me to relax, lady.
Oh, there's number 5 security guard.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5. 5 of them, 5
This
bucks.
is VIP service.
I
I'm
know, right?
telling you.
We have a personal security guard.
People are gonna start wondering who these
I know, this is a
celebrities are
VIP
sitting
table
at.
right here. VIP table right here. So just to show you guys, we have 3 guys over here. There's a couple of guys on the other side. Where's that
Share
guy?
this everywhere, guys. All over social media. Share it, share it.
This is how we're going to go forward.
I'm here only
We're not
for
going to
5
take
days,
their
guys,
stupid
so
rules and do them.
let's
We're
unite,
going to stand the
let's
hell
come
up
together,
so that our
challenge all this
Canada
bullshit.
remains free.
Get back
So
with
that we
me.
can look in the eyes of other people and know we did everything we could do while they were trying to tiptoe their totalitarian
90%
bullshit down our
divided
throats.
with all.
That's right. This is how you fight back against tyranny, guys.
And anyone who's quiet, I'm sorry guys, you need to wake up.
My security to eat food that you
At least they've given us a little break to eat before the heavy guys get
Well,
here.
they know that we're not gonna leave. They're smart, so it's
Let's go, we're done.
better for them not to make a scene
Yeah.
because then they attract more attention,
They're
right?
making the scenes, not us. We just want to sit and eat.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, let's just enjoy food. Good job, guys. So, where you guys at? If you're in Vancouver, we have in the city of Vancouver right now in Vancouver. Any other city halls across the country, get back to me. This is the real action that we're going to be organizing every single Wednesday. Wednesday is City Hall rallies every Wednesday, 1 p.m.
We're doing something extremely out of the ordinary.
Wednesday.
Eating. But should you be able to eat though if you don't comply with the orders that the government gives you? Should you be able to eat? Is it really fair? Should we be able to do that?
reach out to me. Jody Ledger would send me your email. I will send
Damn
you the
fucking
package.
straight we are.
It looks
Yes, we
like,
are.
folks,
Every single one of us.
send me your
We are all
papers,
essential.
send the package of what your rights are, what the laws are that protect you. In Canada, more specifically.
Hey, there's another dude over there with no mask. There's a whole table over there with no mask. 3 of them. And another guy and another guy.
No, no mask because they're sitting down, because the virus doesn't get you when you're low.
Oh, it doesn't
The
get...
virus only gets you when you're 6 feet.
Oh, okay.
So anyone close to 6 feet,
Short people should be
no,
better.
they should be okay.
They should be.
I mean, they still should get vaccinated, but you know, the virus doesn't affect them as much.
End of story. It's not a Bill of Rights. Human rights code.
God, vaccine friggin' papers. Let me see your papers. What friggin' country are we in?
see your
Hey, you're
papers.
kidding me, right? Let me see your friggin' papers.
No, this is a movie live. This is a clown show. This is a movie live.
Crazy. A year and a half ago, you're telling you guys this. Nobody believed us. Here we are.
Yeah, Kristen, let's mess
Vaccine
with
passport.
you.
Vaccine passport in Ontario. Can you imagine? Canadians, if you are up in arms, man, there's something wrong. There's something seriously wrong. Do you realize that this is the way they separate you? This is the way that they create a two-tiered society. It's ridiculous, man. We cannot allow this to happen. We must stand up. I mean, it's, I don't know, man.
See, Eatons Centre food court, closer to that. Come back.
Get here, guys. Come on, we need more of you.
Yeah, I never even thought about that. Dude, if you're anywhere near the Eatons Centre, come on down to the food court. It would be good if we had a gang of us. I have a feeling they're going to follow us until we get out of the Eatons Centre and then try to arrest us. But come on down, should be interesting.
No, you don't. So united non-compliance is how we get out of this. And we got it started at the grassroots level, folks. Carry the law package with you so that you don't have to just verbalize it, you can just show it to them. Because people have a hard time understanding the law when we speak it to them, so you show them the law. Carry it with you, reach out to me, I've got the packages.
Who knows?
So when you go to the food court,
Maybe after Dundas Square on Saturday, we could have one big
I
feast.
do
and
not
then you
consent.
walk into the
That's right.
area
I do
that's
not
been
consent.
guarded now
I did
because
not
it's safe.
consent.
You know, it creates a barrier that's safe,
Showing our papers.
right? The
We do
virus
not
doesn't jump
consent
over this
to
barrier,
telling them our
and there's only a
personal
passage that you can walk
health
through, but then it's becomes safe again.
It's none of their business.
Such a
And the
punch.
law in Canada
But then you
protects
just
your
walk
right
in and
to
you just come in,
privacy,
and obviously
especially when it
don't
comes
go
to
by
your
yourself because you know if they're gonna try to intimidate you. There is how many? 6 of us here, right?
Got your audio?
Yeah.
Yeah, if there was only one, Vlad wouldn't. The guy was like right up in his face, and then the other 3 came in. But there was 5 of us, so we just kind of went all around him. They had no clue.
Yeah. So I would say 4 people at least should be a good number of people to do this with. Okay.
Excellent, excellent. So what should their demeanor be when they come in, and like what should they know? What somebody wants to do this, doesn't want to cause trouble. How should they go about it in a way that's both rational and yet still shows that they're standing
So the
up?
best phrase, and I'm gonna make a special T-shirt for Jody, and I'm gonna write it underneath. It says, "I do not consent." That's it. We do not consent. It's as simple as that.
So
But
you
the
don't-
Privacy Act is privacy law is the where we stand. We're not even going into discussion whether we've been vaccinated or not. All we say is this is against privacy law. For you ask these questions of me. That's it.
And that's all. Like,
That's it.
so we don't have to show any kind of
Nothing.
documentation of any sort.
And the Premier of Alberta on camera makes the same statement. So I'm gonna chop that clip up and we're gonna make it go viral.
All right. So if anybody has seen that and can post it in the link here, that wouldn't be a bad idea either.
On Rebel News. Rebel News shared that today on Instagram.
There you go. Rebel News. There it is.
Everything's highlighted in yellow. That's
I'm so glad we get to eat our food. I thought I wasn't
love
going to
it.
finish my dinner.
I'm so happy to be back with my Freedom family.
Yeah, buddy.
Love you so much, all beautiful people. Let me show you again the beautiful people that are here today. Durham, amazing, original Durham Rise Up.
Yeah, buddy.
Jody, extremely dedicated warrior.
Yeah,
Yeah. We have Karen, and we have a bubble bus, Jim. Bubble bus on maintenance. Need some TLC. Send the love and care.
Here comes Toronto's finest right
All right, so now the cops are here. Share it out. Now the cops are here. Keep eating your food.
Okay, awesome.
Behind us.
So yeah, the cops are here. So
Cops are coming.
share, guys. We gotta make sure there's a lot of people watching
There they
this.
go.
See if my volume is back.
We'll see what happens here. It's all so scary.
These are not here, so let's just
Yep,
see.
yep.
My volume.
Hey guys, just so you know, I'm wearing a recorder too.
Yeah, we
Cool.
have been live stream. all around
That's
the world.
awesome.
The moment wants you guys to leave under the trespass property act.
Trespass based on what? We bought the food here, we're eating the food here. How's that
Private
trespass?
property, they want you
It's
to
not
leave.
private, it's public.
This is private property.
It's access to
Why do they
public.
want us to leave?
Yes, that means you have access to it with permission.
I
They
bought
want
the
you to
food
leave.
and I'm gonna eat here. You're breaking the
I
law.
would say that's inferred
Well, sir,
permission.
here's the thing.
Okay, Durman's gonna show you.
If you don't leave, I'm not gonna.
Show you the law.
I'm not gonna discuss it. If you guys don't want to leave, you'll be escorted off the property.
Let me ask you something. Why are they asking us to leave?
Why are you guys asking?
Why are you asking us to leave? Why?
They promote segregation.
I can't hear you. Let them
Hold on, let him speak.
Why?
Procedure's not a law.
Hear them out.
It says you have to have your vaccination passport be seated to eat on private property.
Okay.
Right? That's why.
You understand that you have absolutely no right. You want to quote this here?
Go ahead.
You
So
have a
under the law, you cannot
Which
call
law?
it.
Which law?
It's right here. We have it all
Right
here.
here, I've got all the
You're
laws
talking
right here.
which law? Which
Yeah.
law?
So we've got one, the Immunization Act of 1997 that says that in Canada you cannot mandate vaccinations anywhere in Canada.
Does that supersede the Trespass Property Act?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It's a federal law. It 100% does.
It's a law. It's not an act.
It's a law that all laws must adhere to this, and you cannot mandate
Are you
vaccinations.
banning them access
Based on what?
based on? Hold on. You guys talk. Let me talk. Are you banning them based on a rule that the mall has for access? Yes. They have to have a code. They have to have a COVID
Oh, you
passport.
gave him the answer.
You have to have a
Now you-
COVID passport.
Don't put the words in his mouth.
So the Trespasser Property Act dictates that. Hold on. The Trespasser Property Act dictates that him has the right to tell you to leave. And if you don't leave, Then you can be
Trespass
forcibly
Property
removed
Act.
from the property.
Can I show you the Trespass to Property Act?
Show me.
I will.
What part of the
The
Trespass Property
Trespass
Act do
to
you not
Property
understand?
Act, section number 2 states as long as you're in there taking part in the business that they advertise, you are not trespassing.
It does. I have it right here. If you give me a
100%
second.
it does. It's right here. We are not in here causing a nuisance. We came in, we bought food,
Guys,
we're sitting
sure,
at a table
sure.
eating our food.
This
We're not
police
causing a
officer needs to be
nuisance.
educated.
We're not being belligerent. We're not stealing. We're not doing anything against the law besides sitting down eating the food that we purchased that they sold to us. So we are.
They said they're bringing in the Young Street units now.
Trespass Act, section number 2. We are not causing a nuisance. We are doing what everybody else.
You need to show me which part of the act.
I'm trying to find it. Do you know where it is? We put this together.
No, it's in here somewhere.
So what we're trying to do right now is educate the officers as to what the laws are, because they're questioning whether their take on the laws is somewhat different than what the law seems to state. So we're going to verify that. We want to comply with all of the laws.
8932.
Right here,
Langford.
Langford,
right
8932.
here.
Badge number.
Section number 2. We are not trespassing because we are taking part in an activity that is allowed. They
Acting
advertise.
under a right of authority, and the right of authority.
His authority, not
No,
your
no,
authority.
No.
No.
He doesn't have the authority to mandate. He doesn't have the No. Listen. He doesn't have the authority to mandate vaccination.
Every person who is acting under a right. So I have a right.
They're
Not
not
showing.
referring to you, they're referring to him.
No.
No, they're referring
This
to
is the
us.
law.
Every person. I'm a person who is not acting under a right or authority will be trespassing. I am acting under a right. He has no right to ask me for my vaccine history. It's against the
It's
law.
against
There's
the law.
protection.
3-day.
Without the express permission of the employer,
He has the express
the proof
permission
of which
of,
rests on the defendant.
he has the express
Engaging in
permission of the
activity on the
occupier.
premises when the activity is prohibited.
Yes, the activity you're doing is prohibited.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not. The
Eating
activity
food that
under
we
their
bought here.
rules.
Eating
don't get to make
food.
rules.
They don't get to policy outside of the law. On top of that, we've got the Ontario Health and Privacy Act that says he has no right to ask us what our personal medical history is. That is a law. Under the Immunization Act of Canada, he has no right to ask us to be vaccinated in order to come here. Under the law, we have the right to come and purchase the food that they've advertised for us to purchase and eat
Let me
it
follow
here.
their rules.
And you cannot policy outside the law. That is very, very
The
clear.
government knows right now that they can't force vaccinate us all. So
And
they're
that's why
tricking
they're not
businesses
doing it.
into thinking that they can do it. They're telling you to have a vaccine. They're tricking them into do it.
Exactly.
It's discrimination under the Human Rights Code.
It is.
And they have no right to do it. Under the Privacy Act, they have no right to ask for our medical
Personal
history.
Health Information Protection Act.
Sure, guys. Sure.
I've got all the laws right here that they are breaking. In fact, you should be charging them
Share it out, folks. It's escalating.
harassment and uttering threats.
Well, I'm clear. And by the way, how do you feel about
Under the criminal
segregation
code, they
in
have
the
that.
South of the United States in history? How do you feel about segregation of Jews in Germany? How do you feel about that?
Your job harder?
Officer Langford, how do you feel about segregation?
Isn't this job making you? Isn't all these rules making your job harder?
No, I'm clear. Like you should.
I mean, you guys have really tough work to do, and you're dealing with some people who want to eat.
And I'm telling you, I'm not here to debate.
See, that stone face is what the cops always do. Inside, they're thinking, "It's my job. It's my job. It's my job." Not thinking or listening to the reasoning, but no, it's my job.
No black people can come in here. Are you going to enforce
There's a
that
list of laws that they are breaking. They are breaking these laws.
But he said he's got a call.
You know that. You're a police officer. You know that.
This is not a
The
law.
law? We're breaking the law.
It's not a law.
Property Act.
It's not a
prevention
trespass.
Oh, bullshit, man.
It
We
is
bought
not
the
a
food here.
trespass
We're
when
not being
you're
belligerent.
here.
We're being harassed.
Exactly. When you are here taking part in the activity that they specifically advertise, that is not trespassing. We came in.
So how do you
we
feel
got
about
food, we sat
harassing
down.
second-class citizens? How do you feel about harassing second-class citizens? Officer Chan, how do you feel about harassing second-class citizens? Did you study your history, Officer Chan? Did you study your history, Officer Langford? And by the way, everyone who's been quiet here, is you compliant with it?
I have no problem asking for identification for a human rights complaint and for criminal code charges to be pressed on every security person here that is breaking the law. Under the criminal code, this is uttering threats and this is harassment under the criminal code. And under the Ontario Health and Privacy Act, you have no right to ask me for my medical status at all. It's against the law.
It's discrimination.
And under the Immunization Act, you cannot demand that I be immunized for any goods or service or contract. It is against the law. You are breaking the law. The government did not mandate this because they don't want to be held liable.
Exactly.
And that's why the government didn't do it.
That's why they're tricking businesses into doing it. You guys
But
are
the
liable.
businesses become liable. Under the criminal code, under the human rights code, and under civil action, you guys become liable for breaking the law. And I've got the laws right here for you to read. I have no problem sharing the laws with you. Our job is to educate everybody so that everybody is not discriminated against nor segregated against. You have the right not to be discriminated against based on your health situation. It's the law.
Tell them, Jody. Tell them.
Said Jody.
It's the law. And we're all being lawful here. We paid for our food. We didn't steal it. We paid for it. And now we're sitting down where we bought it to eat.
Just imagine where this is going to lead, folks.
That is perfectly
If you
legal.
can't even go somewhere and sit down and eat without showing somebody your papers, well, what happens when the content of that paper change? Right now, it has to do with a, some kind of permit that you have taken some kind of drug. What about the next time? When it's a permit that you have to do something that you really don't agree with, but you got to do it. Well, this is what happens. When you don't agree with something, you got to stand up against it and do something different.
And that's okay. We need to educate people what the law is and what their rights are. So we will do this. Not sure what they're going to do.
Well, we'll see, right?
Or are they waiting for
No, waiting for a supervisor to come in.
How's your lunch, Jim?
My lunch was amazing.
Yeah, mine was really good.
And you bought me my lunch today. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Discrimination.
But if you take a look around, there's lots of people sitting down with no masks on. You understand that, right? Like most of the people here got no freaking masks on. Like it's not even that anymore. It's like before, it was like you had a visible symbol of the Mac. Now, as well, you just have to show your papers when you get in. Dude,
I think they're starting to question whether we're right or not.
We're not doing anything wrong.
So
and how they deal with this is going to set precedent, so we'll find out.
we have the law on our side. The law is on our side. And if this goes bad for us, we get their names, badge numbers, and the name of every security person, and we charge them under the criminal code.
100%.
We make a human rights complaint, and we take civil action against them because that is our right under the law, and the law is on our side.
That's right. Yeah.
Personally, we're going to sue them personally.
Yeah, you have,
See, the thing that some people don't understand,
you have to sue the individual
I and others like me value living in a society that is free and orderly. Okay? We want law to be the presiding thing. But the law has to be something that is vetted through the proper processes. That's the reason why we have all of these different systems. It's just being circumvented right now because somebody's in a big hot hurry to get a bunch of injections, a bunch of people's arms. And I'll tell you, man, it don't smell right.
And now they have to defend themselves on their own dime, not under their benefit plan, because it will not cover them for breaking the law.
And there's a precedent in Montreal, I think, in Quebec. Precedent being said that I think transit police was personally liable and actually had to pay the damages to somebody that they harassed, and then I think like even ruffled up.
That's awesome.
So we have a precedent in this country where personally somebody was sued.
And there's many court cases that are on the books that have set precedent.
Yeah. So yeah. Thank you, Jordan.
There we go, and now we're going to be another one.
Welcome. We're doing our best to educate
Yeah.
and show everybody what to do.
Again, we're here in peace.
Don't be afraid.
We're here to impact and empower the people. This is, by the way, this is the opportunity to actually improve your own knowledge. And we respect you coming here doing your job, but this is not the job. The job is to uphold the law. It has to be a duty enforces.
We're not doing
Thank you
anything
guys. Make sure you
wrong.
share.
Causing a disturbance.
No, we eating the food that we brought here.
So this is what you get when you come in and just
By the
grab
way-
some dinner.
By the way, Jim.
Be prepared to show your
Jim was
papers.
gonna start. He was hungry. This guy is always hungry. I love him. I love this guy.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much. So he started eating the food in front of the counter where we bought the food, and the security lady came in and is like, "Oh, you're not allowed to eat here. You only can eat where you're vaccinated in the food court." He's like, "What? You literally have these adults treating us like children and telling us where we can eat or not eat.
So then what we do is we go past the security guards to eat because we're not allowed to eat out there, and they try to barricade us. So what are we doing now? We're eating with 3 cops and 5 security guards behind us because evidently, I don't even know. It's so crazy.
It's very crazy.
Yeah, man.
100%.
You know, I'm being guarded from my fans.
Yes, yes, yes. That's
Crazy stuff, man.
So the
Well, it looks like they're backing off for now. They're gonna follow us and then probably try to arrest us or something. Well, we're not threatening nobody, man. We came in to grab a bite to eat. Frick.
Huh?
It's getting empty in here. Look behind you.
Nobody's even paying attention.
Well, good.
Some people are because they're
Good.
curious
I'm not here to
what's
shoot.
going to happen. They have to show their papers the next
Very
day.
important.
Others, dude,
Here's how we do it. How many people are going to approach us when we walk out of here not arrested
Yeah.
and our food gone?
Yeah.
How many people are going to approach us and ask us for
By the way,
our
when we finish eating, we're literally gonna stand up and we're gonna go.
Yeah, totally.
I'm gonna finish my mango salad later. I'm gonna finish my soup now, but I'm gonna have. I might share it with Dermot still.
You see, so the thing is, we don't want to bring this to a head necessarily. We're going to finish our food, we're going to get up and we're going to go. We're not here to cause trouble for the people and the security and the cops and the business owners and the other people. We don't want to do that. We just want to be able to
best
eat
thing-
a food in a restaurant with everybody else, man.
The best thing for these guys to have been is just to let us eat the food and leave in peace. Because right now, what they did is created a scene,
Yeah.
and they educated all the people that we actually should be taking a stand, and we can take a stand.
Yeah. Absolutely. Dude.
So
Any other garbage, guys?
Yeah, this one's good. This one's good to go. Oh yeah, we're packing up the garbage. We won't get ready to go. Let's see what happens on our exit here.
well, I'm wondering, like, should we wait for supervisor, guys? What do you think? Should we wait for supervisor?
Whatever. They're gonna find us anyway, right?
Let your wood send me your email and I can email us.
All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, we're just finished eating. We're about to get up. The cops and security and everything are waiting at the back there. So we're gonna see what happens.
Overwhelmed.
The food wasn't bad, by the way. Eatons Centre, good food.
And then to explain each section, and then she's going to put it on that one. So,
Garbage too?
yeah.
Who
Oh,
are they,
look at
who are they waiting for?
our supervisor. I think they're waiting for us.
Email address.
The cops stay waiting for the supervisor.
Taking a long time. We're done our lunch.
This isn't a very big cop. He's kind of small.
I had to play with
He's only about that big.
They just took us longer to eat.
Little policeman.
all they did. They
Hello,
came in,
little policeman.
I'm still eating.
How are you today? I know you have a tough job to do, but you can't just ignore the reality of things and say it's my job. No, you actually have to think like the rest of the humans on the planet. Beautiful police officers, doing good work. Yeah. I love cops. Cops are great. They're real live human beings. The problem is,
They're part of our community, right?
they are amazing. I'll tell you, without them, we're
Essential part of
lost.
our community.
And now all the police are coming online. Why? Because of rational people like Dermot and Vlad and all the others that are willing to bring the book of law with them when they have a frickin' bite to eat. Because that's the only reason they're not on us right now. We actually pulled out the law, showed it to them, and now they're darn confused. They don't know the law.
That's right.
They don't know
Everybody
the
needs
law.
to carry this stuff, I think.
It's amazing, and now they're just backing off, and they're like, like deer in headlights, man. So that can happen anywhere we choose to remain calm and determined. So yeah, let's see what happens.
For those of you that have balls and have the courage to march through the Eatons Centre on Saturday after the rally, DM me. We'll get some shit organized.
Yeah. So what we found is these little computer robot things that I'm holding in my hand are a great defensive mechanism in that when the police show up and you pull out your cameras, let me let you in on something. Let me let everybody in on something. One of the things that the police are the most afraid of, just so that you know, is looking bad. It's all about optics. So if you operate as a peaceful citizen in a way that they don't know how to deal with, they have no choice but to either look bad or back off. So once you understand, look at the world through a police officer's eyes and govern yourself accordingly, and you'll maneuver this shit like nobody's business.
269-7653.
And they're sitting there, they're waiting. Oh, the little police officers. Cute little police officers. Oh, yeah. Look at the little guy. Look at the little guy. He's got a gun and some bear spray and you know, all the things that can hurt people. You know, I find the people with the most weaponry are generally the ones that are most afraid.
It's over 50 pages thick on knowing your rights.
All right, we good? We good? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we're up and we're up. Let's go see what happens here.
Mukesh, you lost your.
That's okay. I'll get it. On your back?
In my bag, please.
Oh, in your bag. Cool.
We finished eating. We cleaned our table.
Okay, so we're done. We're gonna clean the table, bring our stuff and go and see what happens. Welcome back to our food court.
We'll even put the chair back.
Chairs all back. So you want to be respectful citizens, you know.
All right, done?
You good? We're good?
That's how it's done, folks.
All right, there we go. Now we'll see. Now what I've seen with the police before is that they don't want to cause a scene, right? So we're walking out of the thing. They're all standing over there. They ain't doing much. They're talking to one another, as you can see. Right? And they're not following us just yet, but they're on their horns, and they might come and get us. We'll see. We'll see. All right, we're ready to go.
No, I go any way I want. I don't care.
That's all good. So now here, look at it's arrows. Yay. Where'd they go? Oh, they went the other way. I gotta go catch them in case something happens. And if nothing happened, guess what? We just proved that the vaccine papers is total bullshit. Because it is. It's another modicum of control, folks. It's got nothing to do with your health. It's got nothing to do with your well-being. It's got everything to do with your control and demise. Stand the hell up right the hell now. Look at this, and it was all over this little sign here. Check this out. I think I might have to turn that around so you can see it.
Everybody's gonna be checked, and then there's no problem. Jim, tell me how you really feel about it.
Yeah, there we go.
You know you don't have to wear a mask, right? You just say you.
It's optional. It's up to you. They wanted proof of our vaccination cards. And we do not do that. We don't have to tell anybody what our medical condition is. It's nobody's business what our own medical condition is. Zero. Yeah, he was wondering what. So.
You told us about.
There you go.
Yay! Please remember, masks are essential. Smiles are essential, and smiles are optional. No, what is it? Smiles are essential, and masks are optional. Yeah. There we go. See the smiles. See the smiles of the humans. So, moral of the story, somebody asks you for your paperwork. When you go out to eat or you go out to buy anything, good luck. And further than that, I would suggest anybody who's giving you a hard time about eating in their restaurant that provides a living for them and their people, well then you might want to think about eating somewhere else. Ban all of the friggin' consumption of all of the different companies that are friggin', you know, towing the line on this thing and just pretending that it's okay, because it ain't. But hey, smiles, no trials. Smiles, no trials. We like to smile. We like to smile. We're smiling. We're smiling. All right. I don't know if I should let go of the feed now or not because it doesn't look like they're coming to get us, but then again, who knows? Where did they go? Did they go back down again?
I don't know.
Oh no, they're right there. I'm really surprised they haven't
Just
come
reach out
down.
to Jay Letterwood at nhrealty.ca or text me at 905.
So
Let's go through Nordstrom.
no, wait. You should stream this story. It's really good.
Can't stream on mine.
So
At gameoncanada.org. That's Brandon, Jessica.
So on my flight here to Toronto from Vancouver, come, Judy.
Many
So,
of us.
so
have
on
the
my
package.
flight from Vancouver to here, obviously using my mask exemption letter that I used since last August. No issues this time per se getting on a plane, but this is very common where you have passengers wanting to move away from me because I'm maskless. These people don't really understand that you're in a tube, sealed tube, breathing recycled air. But if you're going to sit a few seats away, you're going to be safer. And you're still wearing a mask, and they obviously all jab. But fortunately for me, obviously flying by myself, there was other two people sitting on my row. The couple actually said, we don't mind. Right? And then they were vaccinated. I didn't ask them, it just came up in the conversation that they said, oh, we'll probably have to start showing our papers. They had to show it in BC, they came to the location. But I really appreciate it. They actually were nice to me, saying kind of making jokes a little bit, oh, you're spreading COVID, but we were bantering, right? So beautiful couple out of Barrie, were very nice to me, even though people behind, and they asked me, does this happen often to you? People want to move away from you? I said, yeah, often. It's oh, sorry about it. I'm it's okay, they just lost, they're confused. But yeah, it just goes to show that it doesn't matter if people being jabbed, it doesn't matter if people being masked. A lot of people are good people in nature. This is what makes this country great. This is why so many people move to this
And
country.
we're ballsy too.
Because people are good. People are good-hearted. They want to help everybody. They will literally be short to their back. Yeah. And now we have so-called selected leader literally trying to put people against each other.
Exactly.
It's not Canadian.
We ain't gonna make it happen. Dude, so evidently it's all bullshit. There is no basis for all the things that they're doing. It's intimidation, it's coercion, it's absolutely rotten behavior on behalf of many. And the problem is the government and the health officials are putting it on the security and putting it on the police, and the police and security don't want anything to do with it if they can help it. Yeah, well, we'll find out. We're outside now. If we're going to get arrested, now is going to be the time to do it. So.
We didn't break any laws.
No, I know, but they don't know that, I didn't break any logs when I was right freaking there.
I
right
know,
there.
I know,
and they
right?
broke my fucking thumb. Hey, look where we are. Look where we are. Look at this. Look at this. You remember? Yeah, this is right where the 16 freaking cops surrounded me, and 2 of them took me down right in the middle of the road. Broke my thumb. Yeah. What did I do wrong? Nothing. Well, guess what? Sometimes we got to take it on the chin to stand up for what's right. So, you know what?
12 p.m.
All right. Good to see y'all. It doesn't look like we're getting arrested. If I end up getting arrested, oh, here they come. You never know. Oh, no, they're on their way.
Thank you.
It's a tough job. Thank you.
So they walked away.
Guess what? Ridiculous, man. Do never, ever, ever, ever show anybody your papers or disclose your medical information unless it's somebody that you trust, i.e. your doctor, okay? Don't do it. It's not worth it. We don't have to cave. We have all the ability to be able to stand up all against this. All we need to do is just stand the hell up, man. It's tactics. There's no teeth behind it. If you think this is bullshit and you don't want anything to do with it, stand the hell up and let others know. Now, you don't have to be angry about it, but we do have to get more assertive. We do have to get more vocal. We have to start talking to people that we care about and make sure that they're not being coerced into doing something that they don't believe is in their own best interest, okay? Love you. Church of Bubbles loves you. Bubble Bus loves you. Peace out.